I don't know if the camera caught any of that. If it did, I'll go back and I'll make sure that I left it in. But Molly and I walked up to get the shovels, and there was a moose on the driveway. Molly saw the moose took off. Molly went after the moose. So, like I said, we'll leave that. We'll leave that in if it's there. She ran the moose down the driveway, across, around this property, down through the side here, then down around Al's place, and then back through the woods over there. The moose was booking. Thank goodness. Because Molly is not going to win against a moose. There is no way. All I'm doing here is fluffing up soil. This bed really didn't see much use last year. It did have onions, but we all know what happened with that. This year it's getting potatoes, but I'm doing something different with my potatoes this year than I did last year. Not because I didn't get any potatoes last year, but this year I'm hoping to get much larger crop. And much bigger potatoes. So like I said, I'm planning on doing a couple of different things than I did last year with this potato crop. First, I think I planted too many potatoes, so that's why I didn't get anything with really the size on it. So I'm only doing 2 varieties. Carib will be the right half of the box, and then Reds will be the left half of the box. And then if you look there, you see bone meal and blood meal. So bone meal is an excellent natural fertilizer for potatoes. It's rich in phosphorus and calcium, which are essential nutrients that directly promote the strong root systems, healthy cells, and successful development of large, robust tubers, which is what I want. So I will dig the holes about 6 inches down for each one of these potatoes, and then I'll put some bone meal on the bottom, like about a tablespoon's worth. Then I'll sprinkle some dirt over it, and I'll lay the potato on top of that and then bury the potato back up. The other thing that I have there is blood meal. And blood meal is an organic source of nitrogen for the potatoes, promoting rapid early leaf growth. I apply it when the plants are 6 to 8 inches tall, but I can also apply it, where are we at here? I can also apply it when I'm planting it. So what I'll do with the blood meal is I'll actually put the blood meal across the top, and I'll kind of rake it all over, rake it into the soil. And the same thing, I'll do like about a tablespoon's worth over each potato plant. And then as it's growing, when they get 6 to 8 weeks after they've popped out of the ground, I'll go ahead and I'll feed them again with that stuff. And it's basically, blood meal is roughly 1200. I mean, it provides pure nitrogen. Potatoes need phosphorus, like bone meal, for tuber formation and potassium overall. So you want to use the two together. The high nitrogen later in the season is going to delay the tuber growth. So you want to put it on like once, basically. After you get the soil set, you want to put it on like once. So, like I said, the Reds, I got 6. And the Caribs, I just took the bag. The Caribs are going to be kind of fun because they're a purple potato with a yellow flesh. And it's kind of hard to see, but they should be a pretty one. You can see, I don't know if you can see the purple on that right there. So basically, I'm going to lay these out first, 3 to a row. Get an idea of where I'm going to plant them at. And then I'll do the other 6 over here. So yeah, last year, if you remember, I think I had a potato every 6 inches. Tear it open. I keep trying it. Don't open. So today I'll get these in the ground, give them a quick water, and then tomorrow I'll bring the onions out and I'll plant those. So I've got 6 Reds and I've got 8 of the Caribs. And I'm going to go down, like I said, probably about 6 inches or so. Got some good moisture in that soil down there. Then, like I said, about that much. Sprinkle a little bit of that on there, and then the chits up. And today is, I believe, the 30th of May. I haven't looked at my clock. I'm pretty sure it's the 30th today. And I'll let you guys know in future videos coming up when we start to see green coming above the ground. Soil's still pretty cool down here. I don't know why I planted as many as I did last time. We were sitting here, I think I had 4 varieties. It was me and Rosie out here planting taters. She's not planting them with me this year. This year she'll come up and she'll see potato plants, which would be kind of cool because she just got to see them planted last year. She didn't actually get to see the plants above the ground. I'll get this side, and then I'll get the other side. All right, they're all in. Press the top of this with some blood meal. There we go. All right, potatoes are in. There we go. Got quite a few more planted than I thought I was going to have. There's 7 per row. So there's 7 per row, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got to finish that row up. I never finished packing those down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 70 minus 2. I get 68 onions if that works. There's another one I missed. I'm going to go ahead and hit these with another watering. Some of those cells seem like they were pretty dry, even though the soil's pretty moist right now. I'm going to go ahead and water them again, and then everything I'm going to plant out here is pretty much done. We'll see what happens this year with the onions. I don't want my speaker getting wet either. This bed, I put those potatoes down pretty low, so there was still quite a bit of moisture down there. We'll finish off this container of water. 7 gallons. I think 7 gallons. Nice. All right. Garden is planted. I'm going to clean up this stuff, get it out of here, put everything away, and then we'll see what we're going to do on our next project. I get you scooted all the way down there. I'm going to leave the rake down here because I need to rake up and clean up around the boxes. Coming? Is it out? Last couple of days were pretty darn warm, I'm not going to lie. You've been up here long enough, it gets uncomfortable to have that warm temperature. And, you know, by no means is it warmer than most of the places in the lower 48, but by Alaska standards, it's brutal. So we had a high temperature the first day here at the cabin of, I don't know, about 83 to 85. And then, you know, we stayed at 80 the next day. And then yesterday was, I don't know, maybe 73, 74. The bad part is I go to bed on a work night at like 7 p.m. and you know, that's not far off the peak of the day for temperature. Pretty uncomfortable. And then to top it all off, I had a bee in the house. Rolled over in bed, just laying on top of the blankets at that point. And the silly bee decided to sting the top of my foot. First time I've been stung in a long time. I'm gonna get all this insulation and crap cleaned out from underneath here so I can get an idea how much more insulation I'm gonna need before I close in the bottom of this all over again. Money, what are you doing? Just being cute, huh? Being good puppies. So yeah, I'm gonna get all this squared away. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while now. And we're gonna get it done today. I'll see you when it's done. I don't think you want to watch me put insulation in a little bag. So gloves to stop the itching on the hands. Long pants to stop the itching on the legs. Hoodie to stop the itching on the arms. And a face mask so I don't inhale all this crap. Cool. I get all this heavy clothes off. You got me? Let's do this. Freaking hot dog. Way too warm for this. Good girl. Head back over and I'll show you what I did on the other side, and what my plan is to do on this side too. So I already got part of the other one put up, and it held everything in place last year with no problems at all. And I should have just done it in the first place. So I picked up a couple of rolls of this. And then, like I said, I'm just using the hammer tacker to run it all the way up. And each one of those rolls will go all the way up and all the way back. So I have a partial roll down there at the end that's ready to go. And I'll go ahead and I'll do that on here because this one's all filled in still. There's no issues. And then I'll get the new insulation mounted up in the holes that are over there, and then do the same thing with that roll. Does that work for you? What are you eating grass for? You know you're going to just be gacking it out. It's a good girl. Good girl. And I'll do the same thing with those solar wires too. I'll get those mounted up and held up so that, you know, they're not hanging underneath the shed like that, or the cabin like that. It's kind of a mess. But I have extra cable here because I am planning on doing one more thing with the solar panels. Ugh, get up here. I'm an old man. I would like to remove them from those racks, and I would like to raise them up off the ground at least 4 feet, but I'm thinking closer to 6. And I have a stand design and idea that my neighbor Al gave me to use. We'll take a walk out there because I never showed you guys this. So Al was here. His cabin was delivered and installed on the foundation. Al actually built this stand, but he didn't get it done because he's going to need more wire. But I'll show you the cabin. So that's his cabin. And I got here a little too late to see them actually mount that up there, which, you know, bothers me. I really would have liked to have seen that. But when Al was here, he set up all those panels, and then that rack is Molly. Right in front of the camera, God and everyone? Come on. The rack idea is this right here. And his is going to be 4 feet off the ground. And I'm planning on doing mine about probably 6 feet off the ground. And that came from a YouTube channel. I hate when I do this. It's like the Hot Chihuahua or the Crazy Chihuahua or something like that. I'll put a link down below. I'll tag him in this video because I think it's a great design, even though it's not done. And my plan is that Al's going to do that with like 3 of his panels. Each one will have 3 panels on it. I'm thinking I'll just do mine with 2 on each. That way I can keep one set angled this direction for winter sun, because it's going to come like right over Al's roof there. And then I can keep this one kind of angled closer to that direction to keep the sun all day. What do you got? What are you digging up? I'm gonna head to the dumps now though. Get that stuff out of the back of the truck, and then I got the water the water jugs loaded up. So we're gonna head on over to Brother Will's and fill up all the water. While we're at it, let's take a walk over real quick, and I'll show you where the garden's at. Well, where the onions and potatoes are at right now. I just got those planted, even though they're in the front of this video. It's been like a week since I put those in the ground. So we'll walk over there and I'll show them to you. Brother Will came over, gave me a handstand in that roll up. And then I hung the roll over the edge of this so that little Miss Molly wouldn't be tempted to jump in the beds, because there's all kind of dog prints in there. And rather than move that, I'll just do this from here. So potato wise, nothing's coming up yet. When they start coming up, it's kind of amazing. Onion wise, I mean, they look stronger, and they look taller. I'll probably go ahead and water them again. I watered them yesterday. Maybe I'll water them again today. We'll see. But I don't know. I never really had any success with onions last year. I got a few, and I'm hoping we get some growth on these relatively soon. Or else I'm going to need to figure out how to do these better, because I started these this time in January, so I had a healthier, stronger, taller plant to begin with. We'll see if it works. Who knows? Huh? You ready? Come on. Might have a campfire this evening. Be kind of nice. Truck's loaded up. And I have all 4 jugs lined up and ready to go. So we'll go to the dumps first, and then I'll go to Brother Will's and fill those up. So that's about, what, 28 gallons of water. And then I got a half a jug right there for the chickens, because they were yelling at me in no uncertain terms this morning, telling me they needed water.